So here's what you have to look out for in the forest. I was not even going to come in here because of stuff like this. This tree is so dead. It's basically waiting to fall over. So if you're ever in the forest, watch out for trees that are ready to fall over. Yeah, my stepdad used to call them widow makers. It's usually birch trees. They'll die from the top down. So, yeah, having a heavy tree come down on your head is a pretty lethal thing. But I just wanted to share. I'm in the forest. I'll share. This is a forest we used to come to together as a family, Brady, the kids, and I. But normally that side doesn't really have a whole lot of water. But in the winter, there's a stream on that side too. So pretty. But I figured I could record and go for a walk. See, it's these trees you gotta look out for. Like, that's very dead. And depending on what the roots are doing, that could be really deadly. Like, that would be really deadly if it came down on someone. Even that one, just decided that I keep saying I don't live in fear. And then there's certain things that I stop myself from doing because I'm fearful. Like, oh my God, what if a tree falls and crushes me? Well, what if? Okay. Not saying make stupid decisions, but when we're constantly living our lives in a state of fear, like, I can't do that because something could go wrong, I feel like it's a huge disservice to ourselves. And yeah, to a point it keeps you safe, but it also, that fear may stop you from following your path, following your passion. Like, this is a passion for me, being out here. There's nothing better. I fucking love it. Like, with every little ounce of my beingness, I love being out in the forest. So the possibility of a tree coming down and crushing me isn't going to keep me out of the forest. But as I said, if you are in the forest, just be aware of what's around you. So then, if you hear a loud crack, you kind of have an idea of where it might be coming from. But isn't this like totally worth it? I feel like it's totally worth it. It's so pretty. It's so fascinating because nature has really shown me, like, I always knew everything changes, right? The seasons change. But after Brady passing in the physical, it really clicked how everything changes, how nothing slows down, how the world doesn't just stop because your world has fallen apart, Nothing stops. There's people that are going through the hardest moments of their life while the rest of the world, keeps moving along, keeps staying in motion, keeps changing, keeps growing, keeps evolving. Nothing stops. Nothing really stops. Everything changes. Even on a purely physical level, like, there's so many things in our bodies on a day-to-day, moment-by-moment basis that are changing. And a lot you can't see. There's a lot that we can't see. I feel like some of the best things in life are not seen, they're felt. They're felt. But seeing the seasons change, seeing the pond that I've gone to over and over and over and over and over again, is my pond I would sit at after Brady passed away. I'd sit there for hours and seeing it change, seeing, the baby ducks being born and then them growing up, and seeing the rains come and how the pond was muddy all the way around it all of a sudden. And then from that we got snow, and seeing how the animals interact with each other, how even in the forest, right, how trees fall and give back to the earth. Everything is interconnected. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes. And for me, change has been one of the scariest things, one of the scariest parts of life. I've liked change on a small scale. I changed my furniture around probably a lot more than most people. But micro changes I'm good with, but the really, really big ones, the macro changes in life, the moving, far away, or the, the breakups that come with life, or people passing away, or those big changes are really fucking hard for me. And, it's just something that the earth has taught me, that many, many things in my life have taught me, but the earth has really, really shown me through going to the same pond day after day after day through 3 different seasons, is that everything changes. Everything. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. And it's actually a gift. It's actually a gift. Like, if you think about it, if the trees never changed, they would never grow, super tall. We wouldn't have these big, beautiful trees. If things didn't grow and change, the planet would look a lot different than it does now. And I'm talking like the planet Earth, not the world that we've created on this earth, but the actual earth, right? Everything's meant to change, to grow, to evolve, to transform. So I know that change can be really fucking difficult, but it is the most natural thing on the planet, really. Everything changes. So I just want to end this with, like, if you're going through a tough time, maybe you're feeling a little lost, or like you just don't know what's next, or you don't know where to go from here. Nature's never led me astray. Nature is a really, really great place to start. I find when I'm out here, I feel lighter, and like I can think a little bit easier, I can feel a little easier, I can breathe a little easier. So if you have any kind of nature wherever you live, it's not a bad idea to go out and sit on the earth if you can, and thank the trees, thank the creeks, the streams, Mother Earth. She does a lot for us, and I feel like she goes very unappreciated a lot of the time. She does so much for us, and we take her for granted. So, yeah. If you're just at a weird place in your life, nature and gratitude can create such a huge shift, even just in your own perspective. And from there, when you shift your perspective to gratitude, anything is possible. Anything is possible from that place. Because now you've just opened up your heart. The mind can only take us so far. The heart is, I want to say the heart is everything. But I understand the mind has a very key role, an important role in being a human being, but the heart is such a beautiful place to tap into, and really looking at the world around you and finding things that you're truly grateful for is huge. It's a game changer.